In today's tutorial, we will be building this sitting Enderman. This was a bit of a challenge to design because the Enderman has such long limbs you don't really know what to do with him. That's why I decided to build him in a sitting position. He would have been way too tall if I made him standing, plus it was easier to design him this way. In this edition of him, he is holding some cake, but you can also switch that up with anything you want, and I will show you some examples at the end. But this is the version I'm going to use for the tutorial itself. Here are the materials you'll need. It's mostly blackstone, with some polished blackstone to act as a highlight for some areas. There's a lot of unique blocks in here for the cake if you want to build that, but if you want to do something different than cake, you don't necessarily have to collect those. Alright, we have some long legs to accommodate for, so this build is pretty wide, but only for the first couple layers and then it kind of narrows down after that. I'm going to walk you through how to build the Enderman first, then we'll go back and fill in whatever he's holding. For this first layer, I found it easier to mark off the whole perimeter of the build, and then start at one corner and just build diagonally until you hit the other end. It's pretty easy to figure out the rest of the shapes that will connect to that part, and then you can repeat the diagonal going down the other end and connect it to the corner. For these blocks in the center, however, we'll have to measure and make sure we're placing those in the right spot. There should be a 5-block gap between them. Layer 2 should be pretty easy. There are going to be quite a few layers throughout this where you're not going to see too many of the previous layer underneath. You can pay attention to where I'm placing blocks if you get confused on the placement. Also, if you do have difficulty seeing the difference between the polished blackstone and regular blackstone in the graphic on the side, you can look and see what I am placing on the right. I don't always use the exact block texture in these images that I make, but sometimes I try it because I think it would be easier. However, in instances like this, the blackstone and polished blackstone look very similar to each other, and I tried my best to add as much contrast as I could between the two blocks, but if you still have difficulty, just look at what I'm doing on the right. I'll leave you to building the rest of these Enderman layers. There are 15 in total, and I will join you again after that. Congratulations, you have finished your Enderman. Now we can get to work on the cake. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Now it's time to build the delicious cake that the Enderman is holding, and we're using the mangrove wood, terracotta, quartz, redstone, yada yada blocks here. I made this very easy for you. I listed all the layers all at one time on the left, so just follow them in order, stack them on top of each other, and voila, you get cake. It is not a lie. Once you have all the cake layers built and you want to add some additional garnish to your cake, go ahead and sprinkle it with some mangrove buttons. They sort of look like sprinkles. There, it's perfect. Well, maybe. While this does look amazing, remember, you don't have to put cake here. You can be creative and try some other things that the Enderman is holding. For example, he could be holding a different type of block, like a grass block. Or how about a house? Or even better, a rubber duck, which I do have a tutorial for how to build this particular rubber duck if you wanted to combine the 2. The possibilities are endless. Give your Enderman something special to hold, and he will cherish you forever. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It wasn't a typical tutorial of mine, but I still wanted to make it because I thought it was a cute build. Don't forget to check out some other tutorials I have on my channel, and I will see you some other time. Bye!